All right, so working on this Wisefab narrow kit. Kit lists it as 55 degrees of steering angle, and for those of you that never used Wisefab, they utilize this little block as a, I guess like a lock stop, and basically it hits right here on this little protruding area, and it sits in the knuckle here, right? And you can kind of figure out like the 1 is the most angle, and then the 6 is like the least amount of angle. But what I noticed when doing a little research is that the Pro Angle kit does not have this bump here. So I might just shave this down altogether after I put the tie rods and everything in there if I don't like how much angle it gets, because I did the rack relocation, which is another thing the narrow kit doesn't come with. It just comes with the rack spacers, but it doesn't do rack offset spacers. So by relocating the rack, modifying the control arm just a little bit, I'm willing to bet I can get like 60, maybe 65 degrees of lock out of the narrow kit for $1,000 less than the Pro kit, and clear stock fenders. So we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna mess around with this. After talking to some people that are Wisefab distributors and been helping Wisefab with their development for years, this is a gateway product. That's what they referred it to as, just to get people in the door with Wisefab, because there's really not much difference other than control arm length for the narrow versus the wide kit. And I also extended these out as far as they would go, so about a 1/2 inch is what I could get extra out of them with keeping enough of the Heim inside of the threads. So narrowed the margin by 1/2 inch. I think it's 1.5 inches, an inch, don't quote me on that, longer than the, excuse me, shorter than the Pro kit. So if it is 1 inch and it is 1 inch, then we're only 1/2 inch shorter than the Pro kit here. But don't hold me to those numbers, it might be a whole 1.5 inches. So at any rate,